it's a semi-final. It's 90 minutes away from a final. I think that tells you everything you need to know. I think the manager spoke to us. Us as a group of players know what we can achieve tomorrow night, and it's a game of football, you know. We can go out there and we can achieve something great for this club, and that's what we want to do. You know, we obviously know we're 1-0 down, but we have full belief, full positivity that we're going to go out there and win tomorrow night. Our second group game of the Champions League, we beat them 2-0, and it was the same team other than Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Everyone else started and we beat them. So there's no fear. Like I said, I think probably the goal inside 3 minutes probably shocked us a little bit, shocked the atmosphere a little bit. But once we found a foothold in the game again, you know, and we started creating chances, like I said, the goalkeeper made some amazing saves. We fully believed that we could beat them. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be, but we've seen enough and we know enough as a team that tomorrow night we can do something really, really good. And we definitely believe that we belong at this level.
Was that one of the hardest nights that you think you and also the team? I mean, I think PSG are probably the best team I've seen in Europe this season. So they've been an outstanding team, aren't they? Was that a really difficult night for the team? And how do you feel in the end you came through it?
No, not really. I think the first 15 minutes, I think the early goal probably shocked us a little bit. And it took us probably 15, 20 minutes to get a foothold in the game. But once we started keeping the ball a little bit and started to create some chances, and obviously Donnarumma made some amazing saves, we had full belief. And then second half, obviously there was a little blip, probably 10 minutes to go, where they hit the crossbar, and we'll put one wide. But we had some massive chances as well. So I think tomorrow night it's going to be a really good game. And like I said, we're really positive and we have full belief we can come here and do something special.
Talking there about looking forward, and of course we're looking forward, but just look back quickly. I've watched both of your free kicks in the first leg against Real Madrid about 100 times. How often have you watched them?
Probably about the same, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was a special moment, obviously, them 2 goals. Just the fact it was back-to-back, you know. It was the first one and then the second one straight after. I'm not sure I'll probably ever do that ever again, to be honest with you. But it was a real special moment, and obviously to help the team get through. Yeah, it was, to be honest with you, I'm still speechless. Like, when I would look back at them, it's just incredible. So, yeah, hopefully maybe tomorrow night I can get another one. Let's see.
When you scored your 2 free kicks, Mikel mentioned that it was an example of a player taking the initiative themselves, something that couldn't be coached. Do you think that's something that's really important when you go into the game tomorrow night, that you guys, you know, act on instinct and show what you can do?
Yeah, I think the manager, he calls them magic moments. He always talks about them, you know, someone delivering a magic moment. And I think in that game against Madrid, obviously, I was able to produce 2 free kicks, which were incredible. But tomorrow night, you know, a semi-final, it's set up for someone else, you know, to maybe get that magic moment. Hopefully it's me again. But you're going to need a moment of magic to win a game. And as a team, you know, we're going to need that. So, yeah, tomorrow night, hopefully we can deliver something special.
In every game, or every knockout game PSG have played, they've thrown the opposition under an onslaught for the first 30. I mean, how does that change your approach or your thinking on it?
Yeah, we're not going to change the way we play for anyone. You know, we have a way of playing, the way of how the manager wants to set up and go. And if he says that's the way we want to play, you know, we're not going to go out there and do the opposite. We're going to do exactly what he wants us to do. And I think tomorrow night, no way we're just going to go out there and sit back. You know, we're here to win the game. We're here to make a statement. And like I said, we want to get to the final. So we need to be ready to go and do that.
There's always been lots of talk about your position as a number 6 and number 8. But do you feel in the more advanced role recently, you've kind of gone to another level in your game?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I think this season I've played the majority of games at number 8. Obviously playing with Thomas, it's allowed me to be, you know, that more box-to-box role. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, you know. It gives me a bit more freedom to roam around the pitch, get in the box, also do my defensive duties as well. So, yeah, I'm quite lucky. Obviously Thomas is there, that he sits in front of the back four and he lets me roam up and down. But, yeah, I'm really enjoying that position at the minute.
I'm sure you know the fans sing "We got him half price" about you now. I mean, but there was a lot of talk about the price tag when you came in. You must be very proud about how that conversation just completely changed now.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just my job at the end of the day. I don't take too much notice about price tags and what I got bought for. Obviously, I can't control that. It's just me playing football, and I suppose it was the price West Ham wanted. But yeah, I think I knew when I come to this club that I could be consistent, I could be available to play games. Obviously, I've reached 100 the other day already in 2 seasons, and yeah, I just want to keep doing the best for this team. And like I said, I'm sure I will. And we've got such a good group, such a good manager. So now's the time to deliver.
Team's leader Martin Ødegaard, the captain, has had, by his standards, he said himself, not his best season at Arsenal. How has he been, outside of what we've seen, still as a leader for you off the pitch as a captain, and how important is that role for him and you in the group?
Yeah, he's incredible. He's our leader, he's our captain. He trains every single day. He plays every minute of every game. He's one of the best lads I've seen away from the pitch in terms of how he lives his life. He's got the full respect to the dressing room, the way he demands, the way he drives the team, the way he speaks. You wouldn't see him as that type of character, but he really is behind the scenes. And he's been amazing for us. I wouldn't want anyone else being our captain, and I think the lads, feel the same way about that as well. Obviously, everyone has a dip in form. I've had dip in forms before. It doesn't matter, because he can deliver on the biggest stage, and tomorrow night I'm sure he will. So yeah, we're ready, and we're always with Martin because he's one of our best players.
We are a win away from being the champion in the semi-final. We're in the most beautiful cities in the world against a great opponent. It doesn't get much better than that. We are here to make history. We have a big opportunity tomorrow. We bring a result that gives us so much clarity about what we have to do. A lot of learnings from the first leg as well, and how small the margins are between the two teams. The result, in my opinion, should have been very different to that one. So tomorrow, another opportunity to prove that and earn the right to be in the final.
Okay, we'll go to Alex from the BBC.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You just said there you're here to make history and take this team to the Champions League final, but does it feel like it is your biggest game as Arsenal manager?
Yeah, one of the most beautiful for sure. I mean, again, one win away from being in the final. We cannot ask for anything else. Is now, let's not do the talking. Let's do it tomorrow on that pitch at 9 p.m. when the game starts. Show our best version and win the game.
Okay, John, Radio 5.
Mikel.
Hi.
However, as you'll well be aware, history is against you. So what is it going to take to turn this round?
Again, a lot of the things that we did in the first game, better, more consistently. If we do that, the probability for success will be very, very close to us. We are more than capable. We've done it in Europe against a lot of odds. Probably nobody would say that we'll be in this position. So that was against history as well. So let's make our own history.
Gary from Sky Sports.
Mikel.
Hi.
Luis Enrique, on Thursday, will be 55 years old. He says he's looking forward to an extra special present this year with his team making the Champions League final. How determined are you? I know he's an old colleague of yours, but how determined are you to spoil his birthday?
Well, being better than them. We're going to have to show that tomorrow. We know what we can do. We show it in the first leg as well in many moments, apart from the first 15 minutes when we have some difficulties and understanding why. And tomorrow, as I said, full clarity, what we have to do, how we have to do it, and how much we have to embrace and enjoy this moment to get the best out of ourselves.